military draft, and women in war. Both of these topics are widely debated topics throughout the United States, as well as other countries around the globe. Focusing on the United States in particularly, the two have always been in constant talk. The military draft has been an issue that has been brought up year after year. This topic has been brought up because of how understaffed the United States military is becoming. The last time that a military-induced draft happened was during the Vietnam War era. Ever since then, majority of people have been totally against a military draft and would do anything possible to dodge it. The military draft has many pros and cons, and we're going to list a few. One pro is that it can bring together all kinds of people from different backgrounds, ethnicities, cities, or color, and unite them as one big group. Another pro is that the draft would bring back an appreciation for the United States. Many people take the freedoms that we as citizens have for granted. By having people fight in our military would allow them to gain a certain level of respect and appreciation for the country as a whole. While it has many pros, it does have some cons as well. One con is that some may consider it a slave system. The reason being is because it can be considered as involuntary labor. The overall solution that would fit all of the circumstances and be able to fit the majority of the opinions is to have a 2-year required service in any military branch for everyone. By doing this, you are not required to do anything long term, but are going to work for the country that you live in, understand everything that is going on outside of yourself, and appreciate everything that our country is and has. The issue with women in war has been around since war has been a thing. Women started out not being allowed to have anything to do with war, to being nurses, to being allowed to. Here recently, women have been allowed to participate in the military infantry. By this, they are allowed to fight on the front lines in war. By doing this, it has allowed an equality barrier to be shut down. It has also inspired more women to work harder and become the best soldier that they can possibly be. The only issue with women fighting in the front line is the argument about it can cause troubles within battle. Men have the natural tendency to take care of women and make sure that they are okay. If a woman were to be shot or was about to enter a dangerous zone, men would go out of their way and make sacrifices that they might not usually make. On the other hand, if the woman can pass the same military standards as men and doesn't get their frontline test altered, they have every right to be able to fight on the front line, regardless of what kind of argument someone might be able to make. Another equality barrier that needs to be shut down is to allow women to be allowed in the military draft. Women have never been allowed to be drafted solely because the typical gender in the military is male. If a military draft is put back into place, women should be allowed to be included. All in all, both of these subjects are huge topics in the United States today. Even though they are getting solved and handled slowly, at least some action is being taken towards fixing these issues.